You have to really love when John Fetterman opens his mouth to speak. He's the voice of reason for the Democrats, and he may be the only one. Check this video out.
Elections, particularly in New York City, the question is the Democratic Party now going to be in a civil war? It's great pleasure. We welcome Pennsylvania Senator Mr. John Fetterman to the show. Senator Fetterman, you're very kind to do this, sir. I appreciate it, particularly the day after. So, what do you make of the Mondami phenomenon, and what does that mean for the Democratic Party?
What it means to me is that New York City just elected a new mayor, and that's their voice. And basically, 50% voted for him, and 50% of the other voters voted for someone else. So, in some sense, New York City is somewhat divided in the view, but without a doubt, though, he won, and he's going to be the new mayor in New York City. But it really doesn't matter much for me. It's in Pennsylvania in terms of a lot of those views overall.
So I was just thinking, okay, he won, he got his 50%. That's true. Inside the Democratic Party, he's got a lot of people, Senator Sanders endorsed him, Senator Warren endorsed.
And right now, guys, New York is not liking that choice. There's all types of videos out. This guy, day one, is already asking for money. Already asking for money. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys just to say that, but it's sad. It kind of reminds me of the time that they elected Obama and people in Chicago were regretting it. People in Chicago were regretting it. Then Brandon Johnson, people in Chicago don't like him. It's always the Democrats. They always distract you. They always say something to make you vote for them. And then once it's time at the day near every time. And every time you vote for them, they always prove who they really are. Once that snake shed its skin, I mean, come on, man.
You yourself have been involved in the, I'll call it the shutdown fight. You've been voting in favor of the CR and ending the shutdown, but it's a battle against progressives and so forth and so on. That's why I wondered about the Civil War aspect in the Democratic. I mean, he's not even a Democrat. He's a Democratic socialist. He didn't even vote on the Democratic line, from what I gather, Senator. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I mean, how does this play out inside the Democratic Party?
Well, I mean, definitely. We have a very active part of the very progressive in our party, without a doubt. And they're very vocal right now. Senator Sanders interrupted Leader Schumer's press conference earlier in making that very strong appointments now. But what I am so saying, though, it's like for me, it's like I've been really in front of the fight to just keep our government open. I was there back in March, kind of led that charge, and I knew I was going to be here in September when they were going to shut it back down again. And now for me, as a committed Democrat, I'm fighting for the 48 million Americans that are on SNAP and the unions that are all been touched by this thing. And now also the military, pay our military, feed everybody.
So you know what? It's common sense to me. Imagine you hire a contractor to come work on your house. Let's say you pay them by the hour. They're gonna work and make sure they get done. But you give that man that 25% or that 50% down, he's not gonna do it. Cut off Congress's money, and I bet your bottom dollar that they will figure this out. That's why John Kennedy, Paul, Grandpa, whatever you want to call him, that guy right there, whatever he wants to do, he'll have my vote because he has common sense. He's just like John Fetterman. These two guys right here, they always have a solution. It's just crazy to me that the Democrats would stoop so low. 48 million Americans without the benefits. 48 million. But you guys still collect a paycheck. Meanwhile, my sister, she has to work for free right now because she works for the government. I mean, this is just crazy how bad that they'll do you. Let's keep going, guys. Make sure to like the video.
And the Capitol Police that are protecting us now, pay them too. And now flying in America now is continuing to it's just getting in more and more chaotic now too. I wasn't even able to find a flight here to DC. I had to fly into a different airport because they weren't actually have any. So America deserves better than this right now. And I can't ever vote to support this kinds of chaos. And this thing's run its course. And now after the election, now some members of my party now think that's a signal to dig deeper and now continue to withhold their votes. But I can't speak to their views because I haven't had any special insight on what they want to do now.
Well, that was kind of my next question. I mean, you've become known, I think, as a common sense senator. I hope you'll agree with that. And now the question is, I mean, the CR itself runs out. If you ever passed it, it runs out November 21st. So a lot of people are speculating, Senator, that there's got to be a new CR because you're going to have to extend it past November 21st, which is what, a fortnight away. So are there 5 Democrats that you think would vote to do that, or is this thing just going to go on endlessly?
Yeah, like that. That's my concern. I mean, this thing it would expire on the 21st, and now here that's so I'm not sure, but I just want to remind everybody. We are waiting on five of our colleagues to reopen this government, and this was a Biden CR.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I'm sorry. I know you guys hate when I pause it, but did you hear that? He said we're waiting on 5 of our colleagues. Pay attention to the wording. What is John Fetterman? Democrat. They keep trying to twist it in the media and tell you that the Republicans are holding it up. The Republicans won't open it back up. He just said it. He literally just said it. We'll go back.
I'm not sure, but I just want to remind everybody. We are waiting on five of our colleagues to reopen this government, and this was a Biden CR. This isn't a very partisan CR. Actually, we've all voted on this many times to ratify it. Now, on my 4 times, I voted to reopen our government, and now I'm not sure how that's going to change. And now, for me, as a Democrat, the reasons why I'm very committed to keep our government open are fighting for really what's part of the core and the people that I think our party all should be protecting and fighting for, to just open this up, because it's a sad political spectacle at this point. And honestly, I'm embarrassed, and all I can do for people that now have been caught in the middle of this is just other than to apologize for it.
Well, you're not afraid to go up against the party or the party leadership on things like the border control or
No.
Israel,
Oh, he's
or
brave.
talking about Adolf Hitler, or deporting the worst of the worst criminals and defending ICE. I mean, I've been following your career in the Senate, and it's pretty impressive. You're going to go your own way. You think, if I'm quoting you right, you're saying it's the country that matters.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and what's astonishing, if it's problematic to be a committed Democrat from the most purple state in the country, and you're not allowed, or you're penalized by fully supporting Israel, or that we want to demand to secure our border, and now we really need to reopen our government. I mean, these aren't controversial. I mean, it's like that's really not a big tent kinds of a party if that's problematic. So here we are, and now for me, it's like the lives now are being impacted in ways that move against my core values, and I think the core democratic values, honestly. And now we've made our point, and now I do believe there's a way forward to have a conversation to reduce the kinds of the costs on the ACAA policies. Now, I do believe that, but right now we're getting neither of things. No one's getting their SNAP benefits or those tax credits for their insurance, or paying our military, or paying all these unions now, and why all of us are getting paid through the middle of all this. I think it's deeply unfair, and now this thing really needs to end.
I'll tell you guys what, I'm really glad John Fetterman hung in there. Through all the health setbacks, all the crazy Democrats, he hung in there because this guy's showing you he truly loves this country. What do you think? Do you think Congress should be getting paid? Most of these people are already millionaires from doing favors for people. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.